good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. SPK!
What did the five fingers say to the face? What? Oh, wow!
Kick the beat. Now, guys, I must warn you that if you're gonna be very pissed off about like black women who don't like black men, just click off the video because you will be pissed off. And one of you brothers commented the other day about this Facebook page called Coffee and Cream Talk. And so I went over and I checked it out and saw what it's about. And it's owned by a black woman. And you know, I'm thinking about what is coffee and cream? Well, coffee is black and cream is white. So then there it was. This is a page that talks about secondarily, you know, trending topics, but primarily white men getting with black women and also putting down black men in the process. Now, I see a lot of black men on Facebook very dissatisfied with this page. And if black men put up a page such as this, what will happen is that this page will be flagged down. But I know you don't believe me, so we're going to talk about this as a particular example. Now, guys, many of you know about what's going on with the Supreme Court situation, okay? And that is with Ketanji Jackson, I believe her name is, right? Ketanji Brown Jackson is a really high-ranking judge in the DC. She's a nominee for the Supreme Court, but she's also married to a surgeon at Georgetown. His name is Dr. Patrick Jackson. So he went to Columbia University for medical school. Very smart guy. He's been practicing for over 20 years. They've been married for over 25 years. So I don't have any problem with that, right? But the black women that run this page believe that the reason that she's getting this nomination is solely because she's married to a white man. Now, obviously, a lot of the appointees that President Joe Biden has been making are for black women who are married to white men. But if you don't believe me, I'll read a little bit about this. Thank music. Happy Thursday. If you learn nothing else by watching Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson confirmation hearing, I sincerely hope you learn that whom you choose to marry matters. Yes, it does. I will agree. It matters. It always matters. It especially matters if you're an educated, career-focused, career-driven black woman. Say what you will, think what you will, wish what you will. But Judge Jackson wouldn't be in the position she's in if she married a black male. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Why? Because black males simply don't rise to the level of black women. And because black women often outshine their black male counterparts, it's just not in the cards for black women to be this successful with a black spouse in tow. And ultimately, if a black male is successful and he actually has a black wife, he expects her to take a back seat to support him because he always feels that you're his competition. He is competing against you. Judge Jackson's husband, Dr. Patrick Jackson, is on her level in every way. And these black dudes are piping hot mad because they know they could never. Ketanji and Patrick met while they were both students at Harvard. He is quintessential Boston Braham, traditional upper class, Mayflower lineage, and he is the 6th generation of his family to graduate from Harvard. So no, Patrick was never interested in competing with Ketanji because he had his own. So we won't even talk anymore about what's going on here, okay? We see what's happened. Now, let me read this as if it was black men talking about black women. Sad music, SBK. It especially matters if you're an educated, career-focused, career-driven black man. Say what you will, think what you will, wish what you will. But O'Shea Duke Jackson wouldn't be in the position if he was married to a black female. Why? Because black women do not rise the level of black men or do not contribute to the quality of life of white women. There you go. What if I said that? Now, let me just tell you this. People in the upper elite class typically find each other, okay? And we know that because there's a documentary right now talking about the African-American elite, all right? In fact, SPK told me about it. It's only one black guy who's worth $700 million, and yeah, he's married to a white woman, but everybody else is married to black people. And it's interesting because the rights that you have right now in America as black women, let me tell you this. Yeah, black women helped and fought for civil rights, but yeah, that was black men out there getting their ass kicked and getting hung from trees more often than it was you. Because people will be more cruel to black men than black women. So what you have today, your fathers fought for it. Your grandfathers fought for it, okay? And to put down your men to be, you know, for this guy, and let me just say this, she's going to be a Supreme Court justice. Let me just tell you this. Being a Supreme Court justice, because we can say the same thing, because we have, you know, Thurgood Marshall was a Supreme Court justice. He was married to an Asian woman, all right? Then you have other black Supreme Court justices too. What does that do for the black community? Ultimately, I just want to know. You have no ownership of your economy, all right? It doesn't allow you to be sixth generational wealthy person in Boston, all right? And let me tell you this, you think that when he brings her around his house, that the people are like, well, okay, Patrick Brown, he has who's this black lady there? Like, a lot of guys got to stop being ridiculous, because people respect their own groups. What you're asking for is, you know, let's go over there and marry outside of the race for a group of people that typically won't respect us. This is why we don't have anything. Don't believe me? Let's talk about the Ukraine situation. I know there's so many African students who went to Ukraine wanting to marry a white person, thought they were getting better treatment until they found out what was the truth. And the truth was that they find out that, you know what? Our people in our home country didn't do enough to keep us there, so we're second-class citizens here. And I'm gonna tell you, just like I tell anybody else, she could work for the Supreme Court justice. She could be the president like Obama was. It's their system, and they will never respect you if you don't respect yourselves. When you talk like this, who can respect you? Okay? We talk about it as a group of blacks, you know, they gave Ukraine $13 billion worth of reparations. You think you're gonna get it talking like this? And not all black people feel like this, but you have some people who want to make themselves so much better. We could talk about a lot of black bad woman statistics. Number one is single moms. If you want to talk about certain STDs out there that are trending, yeah, it's alleged that certain sisters rule that number. If you want to talk about negative, talk about obesity, we talk about that also. We could talk about, oh, you know, you're the last ranked this, worth five. I'm not even gonna get into all that. You see how this can turn another way? Because see, that would be putting people down, right? But this is what you're doing, you're putting your people down. You work with your people to achieve something. Not every black man is against you, just like not every black woman is against you. All right? You can find people good and bad in any community. So to go out there and try to do this, and you look at the comments of this post, I'm not even gonna get into it, but like it is disgusting. All right? It's disgusting. Go look at the post yourself. You have so many dudes going in, maybe SPK can show some of the comments there. It's crazy. And this whole entire page is about black women getting with white men and talking down to black men. If there was any page like this in the opposite, you would be upset. And my question is this, I want to know, if there are so many black women out there who are so great for marriage, why aren't white men marrying you more in America? Why? We ain't got nothing to do with that. So if you say that you should marry a white man, you're free to do it. Why haven't y'all been doing it? What's the problem? Could it be a you problem? Because we're not stopping you. So this person is probably just somebody mad and upset. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk, where we appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.